guess the most pressing question, what is the best dumplings you've ever had?
Oh, definitely my mom's dumplings.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's just the thing that I grew up eating because she would make them so often for me. And the specific kind of dumplings she'd make would be like pork and cabbage, and they'd be like Beijing style, like boiled dumplings. And sometimes if she's like not feeling too tired, she'll like make the wrapper, you know, by hand. But if she's feeling too tired, she'll like buy pre-made wrappers. And then she like adjusts the recipe over the years. And then now she adds a little bit of maple syrup.
Oh my God, it's weird.
I know, weird, into the pork filling because, you know, it adds that like sweetness to
And
it.
they live in Canada.
Yeah,
so it's,
I
think maybe everything has a little bit of maple syrup.
I know.
In Canada.
It's true.
Is it better with the maple syrup?
A little bit. I mean, it's like, you know, adding like a little bit of sugar to like meat before you cook it. I think it brings out some of the flavor. I honestly can't really taste it, but she says it makes it taste better, so I believe her.
What about you, Becky?
Oh, I have to say ditto. And I had the fortunate opportunity to get to eat Domee's mom's dumplings. As you may know, she came and gave classes to the crew on how to make dumplings. So we all got to, I mean, she literally was our muse.
Yeah.
So she came so that we can learn, but she also came so that we could study her techniques and take pictures and video how she rolls the dough. And a lot of those shots in the film are really taken from how Domee's mom does it. And then I got to reap the benefits.
Yeah, we ate so much that
So
day.
2 votes for
Of course. Starting from the beginning, what was sort of the initial kernel of an idea for Bao?
Oh, I guess I came up with the idea over 4 years ago, and I really just wanted to create like a modern day fairy tale akin to the Little Gingerbread Man, but with a Chinese spin on it. And I just started drawing, and this I doodled this drawing of this mother like nuzzling her little baby dumpling boy to death, and I think that was the first image. And I kind of built the story from there, kind of infusing kind of my own experience, you know, being that overprotective, coddled little dumpling to my mom and dad, and it kind of just formed into this story. But I really just wanted to, just to do this like magical food fairy tale with a really like shocking ending.
How much did the concept change from those sort of initial thoughts to the finished product?
Well, it didn't actually, like the core of it didn't change that much at all. Like when I pitched it to Pixar, like the core story beats were still pretty much the same. Like it always started off with an empty nester, you know, mom, you know, really lonely. One day, one of her dumplings comes to life. She adopts it, goes through this crazy life journey with it. It tries to leave her, and she ends up eating it. And we reveal that it was all a metaphor for her relationship with her real son. And that was always the same. It was just the little details that changed, like how much do we reveal or like kind of hint at the beginning that, you know, all of this is kind of a dream or like magical, and then the details of how the mom character and the dumpling character grow closer together, like the little activities that they would do together, or what are the things that make them, you know, split apart, like what are those little specific details. And then the thing that I changed the most, or that I kept iterating on the most in the story, was the reveal after she eats the dumpling, that it was all a metaphor for her real son, and how to reveal that to the audience. I played around with different scenarios. Like I had the mom character like collapse and pass out and like wake up in the hospital in one version, and that's where the real son comes in. But that was confusing to some people that we showed it to, because they're like, why is she in the hospital? Is she pregnant? Who's that guy at the doorway, a doctor? What's going on? So it just took a lot of iteration just to get it to a place where we wanted it to feel kind of ambiguous, like what the truth was, but we still wanted it to feel like an emotional reunion between the mother and the son.
What is the process of getting your shorts sort of selected? Are there other shorts in sort of competition at Pixar? What is that process for production, for choosing it?
So for me, I kind of was in this American Idol style like audition process at Pixar, because they asked like anybody in the studio if they had ideas for the next short film to pitch 3 ideas to a panel of judges. So I signed up, and I was one of like 50, I think, people pitching that day. So I worked really hard for the next couple of weeks, and I did drawings of each of my 3 ideas, put them up on boards, and then I wheeled it in to this room, and they were all sitting there, like directors, executives, producers were just sitting there in a row, and I was in the front. And then I went through each of my ideas, and I went through multiple rounds, because there's elimination rounds, like in American Idol.
That's intense.
Yeah, until finally Bao was greenlit as the next official Pixar theatrical short, and that was in 2015.